Hello everybody, my name is Joe Shelton and I'm a singer, songwriter, music producer, and recording artist from Indianapolis, Indiana. Over the last year, I've stepped out and performed music on over 200 stages. Along the way though, I met a lot of great people that I didn't expect to. They were inspiring artists and songwriters and musicians, and I want to share all of that inspiration with you. So that's what this show is about. Moonshine equals love, shine in love on the music. Moonshine and music starts now. Welcome to Moonshine and Music, Sydney Paige.
Hello, thank you for having me on, Joe.
It's very nice to have you here.
Oh, thanks.
So, the full disclosure beforehand is that the production company for the show is Notlehs Entertainment, and it is also both of our record companies. So, I don't want anybody to think anything differently. Sid, you are from New Palestine. Is that where you've always lived?
Yeah, pretty much. I just spent a couple months in Orlando, lived down there for a while. I was doing the Disney College program, so that was fun.
That's interesting. What's up with the Disney College program? What's that all about?
It's crazy. It's a little insane. It's basically they take college kids and you get to work in the parks and just live in Orlando, and you just work there and you get it's like an internship type thing. I was a character attendant, so I worked in the entertainment department, and it was really fun. There are some crazy stories, but it was interesting.
So, you're basically, do you have to hang out with one of the people playing like Mickey Mouse, or?
Basically, my job was to make sure that like Mickey got on and off stage on time, dealing with the lines, cutting lines, making sure that their set times were right and that the amount of people in the lines fulfilled that. So yeah, it was a lot of timing, and I was the only person at Disney World who got to tell the guests no, which isn't a good thing because they get very angry at you. They are in the happiest place on earth, and you just said no. So
that's rough.
Yeah.
And plus, it's expensive. Like, it's not like a cheap ticket to get into Disney World.
Exactly. So if it's their day's not perfect, like I understand why they're not upset because they spent a lot of money to be there. I'm gonna make your day as magical as I can.
So, how long did you do that? How long did that program last?
I did it for 5 months.
5 months?
Yeah, 5 months from January on. But yeah, I'm thinking about going back in the summer of next year. Kind of just because I didn't appreciate it when I was down there. I was kind of like, oh, I'm at Disney World. Like I did a little bit of it, but I'm still following all the social media posts, and I'm like, man, I wish I would have done that. Or that seems pretty cool. I should go do that. And I'm not.
Did you get to play any music while you were there?
A little bit. I did a couple open mics. Nothing too big. I mostly wrote a lot. I did some recordings because I have a little home studio. So a lot of just trying to figure out what style I want to do next and what I want to make next.
So, we usually get back to the roots. What is your, when did you start playing? And I know the story, but
yeah,
those folks do not.
I got my first guitar when I was really young, but I started actually playing it in 7th grade. And then I'd been writing songs since 4th grade, just not knowing they were songs, just writing stories. But then I'm like, why did I just rhyme my story? And then finally I learned to play guitar and put them to music. And people wouldn't describe me as a very emotional person. So it's a way for me to kind of deal with all my feelings and all that, because I'm a girl and I have a lot of feelings. Contrary to the belief, so I do have feelings. So yeah, it was especially through high school and stuff, being able to just write and get all my thoughts out there. And once I did a project called Fool's Gold in high school, where you mastered that. And my guitar teacher, Todd Blower, he helped me make sure, he helped me record it and everything. So we put that out after I graduated, and just kind of been playing some shows and writing music since.
And Todd's the lead guitarist in my band, and but and he was also my guitar teacher, which I find just interesting. Yesterday we were playing a show, and he was very proud that you were going to be on this one.
Yeah.
He was telling everybody that you were a student. My student's going to be on. So.
Oh, that's cool.
We have to talk about Todd a minute. But he, he brought your project to me, and I was taken aback by how mature the songwriting was. And I know that you have a song on there that's called True Romance. And that's the one that I really clung on to first when I heard it. And I know that you wrote that when you were like 14.
Yes.
So where'd that emotional maturity come from that really is in that kind of song?
It's weird. I'm big on watching people and trying to understand, why they make the decisions they do. And I feel like that shows in my songwriting. That, like True Romance is written from the guy's perspective, which I didn't realize at the time, but that's kind of difficult to do, is write from another perspective that isn't yours, and make it to where it's relatable to other people. But yeah, I've just always I've been told I'm mature for my age. Don't know if that's true or not, but I've been told that. So yeah, it definitely was, and especially, I saw two of my parents' best friends get engaged, and I was like, this is just a beautiful moment. Why shouldn't there be a song about it? So when you're writing your songs now, I know you've been working with a band, the Midnight Fire, and I think you have a new record that's going to come soon. Yes, we are hopefully going to get that out in January. It's going to have 3 songs on it. We have, basically it's a mix of, so the lead guitarist of this band and I wrote a couple songs, he wrote some songs, we kind of put them together, so you can definitely tell the influences, like my songwriting in there, and then his guitar playing. He's very influenced by Chili Peppers, so that is the biggest change from Fool's Gold, that album, to this next one coming out, is that it's heavier guitar, more full band sound, which was really fun. It was really fun to write it, record it, and especially play it live.
Right, so it's a little more progressive Americana instead of just straight up Americana. Right.
Definitely. Less acoustic guitar, more electric.
Yeah, you should talk a little bit about Jackson, who's your lead guitar player on your new record, because he's a very talented young man, and I know he has some good stuff going on.
Yeah, he actually just moved out to California. He left us for the big city, and he's out there at USC. He's doing a music business degree, and he's loving it out there. We talk a couple times a week, and I'm telling him, like, oh, I just did this project at Vincent's. The guy just did this project at USC. And I'm like, see, we did like the same thing, but your story's cooler because you're in California and USC. I was like, oh, man. But no, he's loving it out there. He keeps trying to get me to move out there. So I'm like, I don't know, man. It's LA, the traffic. But yeah, no, he's doing good.
Growing up in New Pal, does that influence where you want to go and where you want to be? Does that make you want to branch out and move out to Orlando or to LA? Or because a lot of people, they grow up in a small town, they go somewhere else, and then they end up back in the small town. So I don't know.
I was very fortunate because I was able to graduate early from high school and travel around, and I spent a few weeks in just about every major city, like San Francisco, New York, Los Angeles, Nashville.
I remember that was the busking tour.
It was the busking tour. I was a professional busker, I feel like, and just played on street corners, and it was kind of one of those, I went there with however much money, and whatever money I made, I got to do more stuff there. So I remember playing in Monterey, and it was so much fun. It was one of my first times out, just playing on the street corner, and everyone passing by and, tossing me a couple dollars, and so it was fun. But yeah, so I definitely fell in love with big cities. New York is the end goal. I love New York. I was supposed to only be there for 7 days. I ended up staying 15 because I was busking in Washington Park, and this guy came up to me and he was like, hi, so I'm this manager for this Indonesian artist. She's in the Smithsonian. She's really big. She's wants to sing with a true New Yorker, and we're going to do like a little promotional video. Would you be willing to learn 2 of her songs, meet me back here like in 2 days around noon? And in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, so this is like where the hidden cameras come out, or I'm like stolen and sold. Like, what's happening? I'm like, this is not a thing. Well, I looked into him. He gave me his card, and he was a real person. She was a real person. So I learned 2 of her songs, which were in, a different language, which was pretty difficult. So we basically, I met them back at the park, and we did a little promo video that's online. And then I asked if I could open up for her at her show, which was happening in Brooklyn in like 3 days. So I opened up for her, played about a 45-minute set. And so it was really cool. Played to a room full of like just Indonesian people who, like, it seemed like they enjoyed everything I was doing. And she was amazing. She was like the best performer I'd seen.
So you were you passed off good as a true New Yorker, even though you're
I did, yeah. I lied
New Palestine,
a little bit.
Indiana. Maybe
definitely fibbed. I was like, yeah, totally. You think
these
I'm
are
from
opposite
here?
ends of the
Cool.
city spectrum right here.
Yeah.
I mean, New Palestine population 503,
Yep.
and
Yeah, when I got asked directions when I was on the subway, it was the proudest moment I'd had in a long time. I was like, oh, you think I live here and know what I'm doing? Not at all, but I'm going to try and direct you.
See, you have big city written all over you. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, since Jackson left, you're still the Midnight Fire. Is that what's going to happen going forward? And you're going to just
we have
guitar player?
Yeah, we're auditioning people right now for the guitarist spot. We have a few gigs booked out in a couple months. I'm also singing with a band called Beauregard Busk, and they are located around Muncie area. So they are a blues rock band, which is really fun. But I definitely am trying to get back to kind of this singer-songwriter thing of just kind of writing, being able to write an entire song, the drum part, all the guitars, everything. Because just that feeling of like, you'd understand this, where if you write everything in a song, like it's yours. Like everything is your emotion, it's your everything. So definitely want to do some more Sydney Paige acoustic stuff on top of that. But yeah, the Midnight Fire is still burning. We're still trucking along. But so it's fun.
Burning the Midnight Fire.
Burning the Midnight Fire.
So I know your mom and dad. Are they excited about where your music's going, or?
They are, yes. I just did a gig yesterday with Beauregard Busk, and it was the first time they'd seen me play with that band, and they were loving it. We did like Zeppelin tunes, we did a couple Cream tunes.
That was right up their alley.
Yeah, yeah. So they're loving that. And they love anything where I get to kind of belt out and sing, and so they're great. They're the most supportive people, and definitely wouldn't be where I am without them. So.
Well, I know I can feel that, and I think it's really cool. I also know that your sister is very supportive, but I have to mention this because it's the coolest thing on the internet. Her sister Shelby does like facial makeup, creature creation.
Yeah, all the prosthetics.
And if you find her Instagram,
it's what is it? Spooky something? It's.
I can't.
Look it up. We'll put it in.
Look it up. We'll put it in the show notes because it is crazy cool.
Yeah.
Like.
She's gotten. She did that all through high school and then kind of quit doing it for a couple years, and recently in past like 6 months she's just been doing it almost every night.
Have you been makeup?
I have been makeupped. I've makeupped. So
what did you become?
I was like a werewolf type thing. She had this like cool nose prosthetic, so we've done that one. There's been a couple more like beauty ones where it's more like a mural stuff. But yeah, you'll see my face pop up a little bit on her Instagram. But she's doing a lot more of that. She's actually working at a haunted house, really trying to get her art stuff out there. So yeah, you should definitely go check out her art stuff. And
it's Shelby Armstrong, and we'll make sure that we get that in the notes.
Yeah.
Because I swear I haven't seen anything that cool.
Yeah.
It's like the first one came across my feed, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah. She'll freak me out sometimes. She'll send me pictures, and she's like, "Dude, my eyeball is falling out," and I was like, "What? Go to a doctor. Don't tell me."
It really looks like it. That's what's really crazy. So, but anyway, I appreciate you being on the show, and let's play some music. You want to?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
See you later.
Alrighty, this first song I'm going to do is called Going Postal, and it's one I wrote about a year ago. And it's about a time in my life where I was, making a bunch of decisions about where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do, and people were like, "Oh, you're going to do that?" And I was like, "Yes, I am." So it's about my feelings on people being like, "I don't think that's a good idea, but I'm going to do it anyway."
To hide from who I've been. Mystery of hidden lies have left me smiling. 'Cause I spent so damn long trying to fit into the places I don't belong. I'm not gonna take my mistakes to the grave. People should find out I'm a freak and just a little insane. Just a little insane. 'Cause I'm going postal in your eyes, changing what I thought was wrong into what's right. Don't try to fix me, I'm not broken. Bringing this charade to its end. 'Cause I'm going postal in your eyes. I can finally see the light. Perfect used to be me, stuck in a box, never free. I put a battle arms, you know I won't leave scars. Always wanting to change, can't keep living this way. The April showers bring the weary flowers of May. 'Cause I'm going postal in your eyes, changing what I thought was wrong into what's right. Don't try to fix me, I'm not broken. Bringing this charade to its end. 'Cause I'm going postal in your eyes. I can finally see the light. Pass me with a smile, open friendly fire. I can hear the sirens, they're on their way. Blue lights are flashing, they're coming right at me. I've never felt freer in chains. Freer in chains. 'Cause I'm going postal in their eyes, changing what I thought was wrong into what's right. Don't try to fix me, I'm not broken. Bringing this charade to its end. 'Cause I'm going postal in your eyes. I can finally see the light. 'Cause I'm going postal.
Thank you. Alrighty, this next song is called Visions. It's the first song that my band, The Midnight Fire, put out, and it's on YouTube right now. We did a little music video for it. But yeah, so this is a little acoustic version of it.
You met me with a smile, making me fall right for my memories with the wrong people. I'm caught between your good and your evil. I'm laughing at jokes told in my expense, and you sit on your throne and you're dead. The wish has been said. 'Cause why do I smile when I look in your eyes? Why do I fight my sleep to wish you good night? I try building walls, but they always fall. Now I'm killing myself with visions, visions of your love, visions of your love, visions of your love. Thank you, thank you. Alrighty. This last song I'm going to do is called True Romance. I wrote it when I think I was 14, and I wrote it after I saw my parents' friends get engaged. So I went into the car and I wrote this little song on my ukulele. And I've played it at a lot of weddings since then. So hopefully it's a good song, because if not, nobody told me. I could see it from the beginning, how much I love you, 'cause my head is still spinning. People say life gets in the way, but I know it'll be okay. Hey, hey, hey. Be okay. 'Cause when you say I do, I will too. So come on, pretty lady, may I have this dance? It's a one love song about a true romance. The earth and winds may try to break us, but I'll never let them win. 'Cause I'll keep fighting for you till the end. It's time we forgot all our problems and just don't give a damn. Because by the end of the night, I'll be married to my best friends. 'Cause this will be our forever after. I'm confident we will be together till the end. 'Cause when you say I do, I will too. So come on, pretty lady, may I have this dance? It's a one love song about a true romance. The earth and winds may try to break us, but I'll never let them win. 'Cause I'll keep fighting for you till the end. Thank you, thank you.
Moonshine and Music is a presentation of Notlehs Entertainment. Copyright 2018, all rights reserved. Our producer for today's show was Joe Shelton. Our cameraman, grip, and stunt double was Brent Lee Smith. And also helping out on cameras, setup, and all sorts of other things, Bailey Shelton. Thank you for joining us, and join us next week on Sunday for Moonshine and Music.